Hugo,
Yes, Uncle Maximo.
do you remember where my rags to riches life story left off? It all started with a job at Las Colinas. I told you about my big promotion and Julia and I getting together. But there's still so much more I haven't told you.
Dad?
So, Enrique, how did you prepare for the role of young Massimo? Did you talk to Eugenio to better understand his psychology?
Yeah, I talk a lot with Eugenio of how we can like sync the character. I also have like a great support with my directors, with my colleagues. So like doing this show for the third time, it gives me more confidence, and it's easy to work with my colleagues because we have known each other for 3 years, so it's easy to play with them now that we have like we have more confidence among us.
Okay, and have you seen previous seasons of Acapulco before you got into it? Were you fan?
That if I have watched it.
Yes, the
Of
season.
course, yeah.
Okay.
And also, well, as I'm the main character, I basically like understand all the situation with Maximo, and in this season you're gonna like find older Maximo returning to Las Colinas. He no longer recognizes, while in 1985, younger version me, I continue to climb up the ladder of success while jeopardizing all the relationships I have worked so hard to build.
And now, what kind of viewer are you? What are your favorite series?
Well, I prefer comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite genre.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Eugenio, what was it like to find Massimo again in the third season?
Well, you mean to find the character?
Yes.
I feel really connected, and there's a lot of things that are similar between my character and I in life. You know, Maximo in the series, he started from, you know, he was like a very poor kid in Mexico, and he ends up being a very successful businessman and he lives now in Malibu, California. And I've been there too. I grew up in a small apartment in Mexico City, and after many years, I did the crossover finally, and now I live in California too. So I feel like there are a lot of things that are very similar between Maximo and I, and also the fact that you know, I always struggle as Maximo, like to make the right decisions. You know, sometimes there are things that you do for money, even though you shouldn't do, and I feel that that's the point with Maximo. He's always struggling between what should I cross that line or not? Should I betray my principles or not?
Okay. So, and did you expect to get to season 3 at the beginning of the run?
No, but you know, it's really hard to make a series, and a lot of them, they just have one season. The fact that we're going into season 3, it's amazing. I mean, I don't remember many series, especially Latin series with that are bilingual, going all the way up to the 3rd season. Probably Ugly Betty, but I don't remember. It's really hard to get to the 3rd season. So that tells you that it's a very successful product and that people are loving it.
And what the last question for me is, what kind of viewer are you today? What are your favorite series?
Well, it's a great question because, you know, I was always complaining that I couldn't watch a series with my family, with my kids or with my grandma, because everything nowadays is about violence, sex, kidnapping, murder, and Acapulco is different. Acapulco is the kind of series that you can watch with your kids, with your grandma, with your grandpa, and that's the kind of series that personally I like, because I have my 9-year-old and she always wants to watch television with me. And there's nothing. There's just a few things that you can watch with your kids, and Acapulco is one of them.
Thank you, Eugenio.
Thank you,
Thank
Dario.
you.